every note kind of means something. But actually, there's a few little fast kind of runs in there. It's almost kind of shredding. It's almost kind of kicking off and going. But it doesn't feel like it's for the sake of it. It feels like it's because it's helping it build, and I think that's really important. I'm really conscious when I write solos. Often when we jam things out and we write songs, the solo is the very last thing we'll write, particularly when we're recording, because actually it's fairly easy to pick a key and piss around in it and come up with some stuff, and that's quite a good way to. For me anyway, to kind of write stuff and you find a couple of licks you like, you're like, right, okay, I'll keep those, and the rest of it's just the usual waffle. And but when you come to play it live, and especially when I come to record them, I take a lot of time and care to make sure, because what you want to do is you want to listen back in 5 years, 10 years, whatever, and go, yeah, that still means something. I didn't just do that for the sake of it. And whether it's conscious or not, I do feel like you get that in the guitar, which I think is really important. It's about style at the end of the day, not about how many notes you can play and how many seconds or whatever. So,
5 years, 10 years. I want to do it. I want to listen back in 5 minutes and go, yeah, that was all right.
What I mean by that is you always listen back to the moment and either go, oh, I hate that, or I love it, and the ones you love are the ones you keep. But you want those to stay loved over time, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'll tell you something now. When we recorded with Bernie, right? Bernie told me, do I sound like a name dropper? Sorry, but people know who Bernie Torme is, or they don't. But anyway, he played with. Anyway, he recorded us. He recorded our EP with Dylan T. Rocks, and I went in and I did one vocal, right, and I thought I was getting like the I can't remember what track it was. I think it was Don't Lie to Me, and I stuck the cans on and went in, and I thought I was getting a vocal sound, and I sang it, and he went, yeah, that's it, and I went, yeah, right, should we go then? And he went, no, that's it, and I went, what are you talking about? That's it, and he went, no, you've nailed it. He's Irish. Sorry, I don't know if you got the accent. I'm terrible at accents, but anyway, he's talking about, and he went, well, come in here, and he stammers a bit as well, Bernie, but I won't do that. He's a lovely man, but he did. He come in, and I listened to it, and I will do it a bit, and he went, oh, what do you think? And I went, it's all right, isn't it? And he went, if you think you can do fucking better than that, come and have a go.
That's awesome.
I just said, all right, Ben, no, that'll do. And it's great on the, but whatever it was, I'm happy with all the vocals on that EP. But there's a couple of bits of guitar that with the guitar, I would have liked there's a couple of bits that I'm like not that 100% happy with, there's a couple of bits that I'd have gone, just let me have another go. And what I do what I've noticed when I'm recording myself in my studio, when I'm doing the guitar lead bits or the solos or whatever, sometimes, I'll just get it in one. And sometimes I go, nah, I'm not happy. I'll do that. And because I've got the luxury of just sitting there engineering myself, producing myself, doing the whole thing myself, I can do it as many times as I want. But I very rarely will go more than 3, 4, maybe 5 takes, and I'll keep a whole take.
See, I'm sure we've said, I'm sure I've said on this show before that on our last EP, on one song in particular, I think it was 37 takes of a solo, and we ended up using number 3.
There you go.
After why the hell did we bother? Do you know what I mean? But it's like you almost have to go through that circle to come back. Listen, again, I'm conscious of time, so you're going to stick around and review a couple of tracks with us. It'd be quite nice if we had quite deep and meaningful. It'd be quite nice for me, if Bones doesn't mind, if we had a lighter question to finish off and a sort of interview bit, if you like. So my lighter question was going to be, what's the cheesiest band name you've ever came up with?
The cheesiest band name?
Yeah, everyone, when they try and name their band, comes up with all kinds of crap before they settle on something. What's the worst one that you can remember you came up with? Or worst one?
Actually, I came up with this name for a band, and it actually did become the name of a band, and it was the Choir Boys.
Amazing.
That's the absolute truth.
Amazing. Was Alan Jones in the band, or
the choir boys and the
That's
priest?
an absolute truth. I came up with it, and people went, "Are you serious?" and then it was the name of a band.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Very good.
The choir boys # the priest.
Yeah, I can't give you a better answer.
Yeah.
Phrasing.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna get into a few songs here, which Martin's gonna stick around with us for. And the first one is a brand new one by Molly McKenna, and she's a fantastic soloist. This one's called Over. Dig this.
It's happening now, my love. I'm so proud of the mess you've made of me. Darling, can't you see I've turned it round? Yeah, I sorted it out. Now I'm and it's over now. Yes, it's over, and it's over now. Yes, it's over. What's happening now? My God, you'd be so proud of the girl you've made of me. You'd want to see I'm happy now. I hope you are somehow. Don't be Cause it's over now. Yes, it's over, and it's over now. Yes, it's over. Did I make it up inside? I swear to the bone I had tried. And it's over now. It's over. Yes, it's over now. Yes, it's over now. It's over now. Yes, it's over. And it's over now.
Molly McKenna with Over. That's her brand new tune, and she's been good, and she's a lot of fun. That interview we had with her not too long ago was a lot of fun. Very gracious and very humble young artist, and she's got a fantastic voice. And hearing this new song, it was just so much of her to send to us because she said, "No, you guys have been such big supporters of me, and like I want to give you the new song." And man, not disappointed at all whatsoever. She has a fantastic voice, and I just love it's kind of soft but powerful at the same time.
What order are we going in? Shall I go? I absolutely love her. I think she's got a fantastic voice. She's a wonderful person to speak to. We had a really nice interview with her. And there's just, the more she releases and the more she grows musically, the better and better she gets. This is such a fantastic tune. It's got a real kind of, I suppose, epic quality in terms of the way that it builds to that fantastic ending. It just builds and builds and builds. But her voice is just dreams, mate. It's absolute dreams. I love it. I think she's fantastic. What a young talent that is.
That was so atmospheric. She was really, that record was really atmospheric. That really, that's the thing about music. When it evokes a feeling in you, when it kind of like, it just makes you feel a certain way. And she really, really did. Is she very young?
Yeah, she's 18.
That's pretty young, isn't it?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
That's amazing. What's she going to be doing when she's like 25?
Yeah, right.
When she's an old lady of 25, she's going to be blowing us all out of water. Mm-hmm. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. That's so lovely. That was absolutely lovely. Beautiful voice, beautiful song, beautiful sound to the recording.
We were very fortunate with her because when she released her first EP, she kind of dropped it around her area with signed, so for people to pick it up. So she kind of hit it around, but it was a good idea. But yeah, it's a great EP, and Mike and I have played the songs like many times, and so nice to have a new one by her because she is fantastic, and I can't wait to see what she does.
Yeah, I agree.
Mike?
100%, mate. Cannot wait to see what happens next. That's the fun. Like, this is brand new, and I'm already excited about the next one. It's that good. Do you know what I mean?
Right on. So next up, we're gonna play a guy that I went to see last night, and I saw him before at Watershed, which is a recording studio, and I saw him with Nimue and Gypsy Ghost, and with Andy Chillman and the Chill Man, featuring Jess Jones, and Jesse Jones is his wife, by the way. Anyways, they put on a great show. So we saw them last night, and they had kind of a fire sale because they're working on some new stuff now. And the CD we got last night is about a year old or so, but they're still doing new stuff. So we got that, and we got 2 T-shirts, and I'll post a picture later on. And we got 2 T-shirts and a CD for $20, so it was awesome. And they put on a good show, and we really enjoyed them. And quick side note is last night, Em and I were talking about before we went to the show. We talked about different places they played and how some of the big bands they played so many shows they got to write down on their other set list of where they're playing because they can't remember because they've been on so many tours. And what we brought up first was the first one is we went to the Watershed recording studio. It was BYOB, right? So we're standing there, we're enjoying the show, and I myself was like, "Woo!" All right, yeah, Watershed, or so Watergate. So Nixon, right? So I messed up, it's like, "Woo, Watergate!" It's like, and it's Watershed. Oh, right, sorry. And then.
Well, just like this is slightly random, but just off of that, right?
Yeah.
I used to work in a warehouse many years ago, and I once sent a package to Swaziland instead of Switzerland because I dressed up.
And what was in it? What was in it?
I worked for a charity it was called Cats Protection that supports cats. It was like a paid warehouse job in a charity, so it was like a load of litter trays and shit like that. That went to
great.
Swaziland.
But
I found it really useful.
It was fun because it led into 2 other things, and we can backtrack just a little bit here. So the first thing was when Spinal Tap, we mentioned Spinal Tap before, on The Simpsons, when they played The Simpsons in the Springfield, right? He said, Because we thought they knew how to rock in Shelbyville, but nobody rocks like he pulls the guitar back and in a big like white piece of paper tape it says Springfield, woo, right?